So I think we have to make the choices of what would I rather, right? I ask myself all the time, what would I rather? Would I rather have this thing on my credit card and have to pay it for the next 6 months to a year? Would I rather have this thing on Afterpay or buy now, pay later programs and be tied to it for the next year of my life, or would I not? Would I just rather not have it? We have to start making those decisions in order to determine what's best for us and what's best for our lives. People who are content have met all of their needs and they have some of what they want. The question becomes, how can you get to a place of contentment? How can you get to a place where you're at ease and you're not feeling like you need to go out and spend your money on the latest and greatest of things? How can you get to a place where you can say, oh man, I have every single thing that I need. I want nothing else. I need nothing else. I don't need to upgrade anything. I am exactly where I want to be in life. How can you get to that place? Because when you get to that place, three things happen. Three main things happen when you get to that place. First and foremost, you feel free from the shackles, right? You feel free from the shackles, meaning that you're not bound to getting certain items, going out and getting and buying things, right? You're not bound to showing off the newest purse, shoes, luxury item. You're not bound to having to upgrade your house or your car. You're not bound to spending money to purchase things, just things, right? When you're not bound to those things, that's when you feel lighter. Your shoulders become less heavy, right? You get a little bit more relaxed. You get a little bit more at ease. You are calmer, right? When you do not feel the need to have to keep up with the individuals out here in these streets, when you don't have to feel the need to keep up even with yourself. Because sometimes we want and we want and we want and we crave and we desire all these things that are unnecessary to the fruitfulness of our lives, right? Why do we want so much? Why don't we crave the simpleness of life? Just making sure that we have a roof over our head, fresh fruits and vegetables to eat, and make sure that we have our lights on, right? Why must we continue to have luxury items and all of these fancy things? What is the necessity in that? There's no necessity, right? It's just keeping you in shackles, right? There's no necessity in all of these things that we continue to buy because it's keeping us at a place where we don't need to be. And I say it's keeping us in shackles. It's keeping us bound. It's keeping us bound to these credit card payments. It's keeping us bound to our jobs. All of these things keep us bound, right? So I think we have to make the choices of what would I rather, right? I ask myself all the time, what would I rather? Would I rather have this thing on my credit card and have to pay it for the next 6 months to a year? Would I rather have this thing on Afterpay or buy now, pay later programs and be tied to it for the next year of my life, or would I not? Would I just rather not have it? We have to start making those decisions in order to determine what's best for us and what's best for our lives. Shackles not good for my life. I would rather not have that thing or go on that vacation if I did not have the flat out cash to pay for it. I would rather not have it. Right? So I want to always be in a space of I have all of my needs and I have a couple of my wants, a few of my wants, and I don't need anything else. Because anything over that is going to keep me bound. Anything above that is going to keep me enslaved. Anything above that is going to keep me tied to something or someone longer than I really want to be. So I choose not to be bound. I choose to live a simpler life. I choose not to have the junk in my life. I choose not to just have more than what I really need. So when we are not content and we find ourselves buying and craving and getting things that we can't necessarily afford, then it keeps our money tied up. It keeps our money tied up. And when we keep our money tied up, then we can't save for the things that we really want, right? Do you really want that business and you need the storefront and you need that money for that lease? Okay, then let some other stuff go. Do you really want to invest your money in the stock market, right? Great. If so, let some stuff go, right? I heard some people on a podcast, there's a podcast, and they say all of the time that I can have anything, but I can't have everything, right? I can have anything, but I can't have everything. So, what is the anything for you? What is that thing that you want more than others? Now, if you want that Gucci purse more than anything else, then go ahead and buy that. But if not, if you would rather invest your money and have it grow, then do that, right? You have to decide what you want for your life. You have to decide what you would rather spend your money on. You need, and some things also that I heard was, right, you just need to, and there's books out there, and a specific book that talks about this concept that I can't think of the name right now, but you have to decide, or you need to think about how that thing that you're buying equates to hours of your life, right? So if you're saying that that Gucci bag is costing you, or whatever bag is costing you, if you're saying that that bag is costing you $500 and you literally make $20 an hour, how much of your life does that bag equate to? And are you willing to spend those number of hours paying for that bag? And if you don't have the money outright, you have to add on the interest that you're going to put on your credit card in order to pay for that bag. Like, how many hours of your life does it equate to? You have to decide that. You have to decide if you are willing to go ahead and spend money in that way, right? Because again, if you're not content If you consistently want things that, and particularly things that you cannot afford, like, are you willing? Are you willing to spend your life paying for these things? Right? So listen, when you're not content, you buy things, then you cannot save and invest. You have to decide for yourself what you would rather. And when you are content, you are ultimately at another level of peace. You are at peace. You are at peace with yourself. Knowing that you have achieved the ultimate thing, right? And the ultimate thing is covering the needs for yourself and your family. Once you get to that place, it's just like, man, I have it all. I have it all. What else do I need that's going to destroy my peace? What else did I need that's going to clutter my home? What else do I need? Right? And I know that on this channel, we talk about money a lot, but contentment also involves having the people that you need in your life, having the spiritual backing that you need, right? And so when we talk about content, yes, it includes physical needs, but it also includes being at a space where the people in your life are bringing you joy. They are contributing to your peace. They are loving you in a way where, sometimes you can't love yourself. And if the people in your life are not doing that for you, then listen, we need to be content without those people. We need to be content without those people. And that's the same thing for our jobs. That's the same thing for any single thing in our life. If it's not bringing to us the things that we need, then we don't need that thing, right? If it's not bringing to us the things that we need, then we don't need that thing. We have to be content with being without, so that we can be peaceful, so that we can be joyful, so that we can be happy. We got to be content without that thing. We got to be content without those people. We have to be content without certain things, because I'm going to tell you something. Certain things makes you discontented. Certain people make you discontented, right? So yes, I'm talking about the physical needs, because the physical needs is what costs us money. And on this channel, we talk about money. But if there are other things in our life that are that's destroying us, we need to take it out. You need to cut it out at the root. And I'm all about doing that. And it does not matter what it is. Is it a job? Is it a person? Is it a home? Because a home that's costing us too much money could be destroying our peace. What is it? Is it a car payment? What is it? What is it? You have to do some deep thought work about what that could be, so that you can get to a place where you are full of contentment. And sometimes it's not just about a thing. Sometimes it's not just about money. Sometimes it's actually about a person, right? Sometimes. But you have to do that thought work, and you have to decide what that is. I need you to please like this video, and I need you to subscribe. I need you to please subscribe. All right? Until the next video, I appreciate you watching it to the end.